Did you know that if your Maryland employer fails to pay you your earned wages, a court can make them pay up to 3 times the amount they were supposed to pay you and pay for your lawyer on top of that? My name is Joe Gibson, and I'm a Maryland wage lawyer. Let's talk about it. For more than 50 years, Maryland employers have been required to comply with the Maryland Wage Payment and Collection Law. This law compels Maryland employers to do 2 things. First, they have to pay you at least twice per month. Second, if they terminate your employment, they have to pay you all of your owed wages on or before what would have been your next normal payday. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But in reality, we get a lot of questions about this wage law. And by far, the most common question is whether an employer can hold or keep your last paycheck for some reason. Short answer? No, they can't. But let's get into the details. Under the Maryland Wage Payment and Collection Law, there are only 4 reasons an employer can make a deduction from your wages: pursuant to a court order, with your written consent, with the permission of the Maryland Commissioner of Labor, or pursuant to a law, rule, or regulation of a government unit. Here are a few things that aren't on the list of reasons your employer can withhold a paycheck in Maryland. Your performance was bad. You quit without giving notice. You haven't returned company keys or equipment. Or even more extreme, you stole from the company. None of these are legitimate reasons for a Maryland employer to withhold your last paycheck. And if they do, they're putting themselves in serious legal jeopardy. This is because under the Maryland Wage Payment and Collection Law, an employer who wrongfully withholds your wages can be forced by a court to pay you up to 3 times your unpaid wages. In addition, the court may make your employer pay for any attorney's fees you incurred in recovering those wages. So for example, let's say your employer refuses to pay you $10,000 in wages that you earned, and that you have to spend $5,000 in attorney's fees to take the employer to court. Under the Maryland Wage Payment and Collection Law, you could recover $30,000 for the unpaid wages and $5,000 that you spent on your Maryland wage lawyer. So instead of just paying you the $10,000 that they owed you, the employer now has to pay you $35,000. That's the power of this law, and why employers are just plain dumb if they try and withhold any of your earned wages, because it exposes them to significant legal risks. Here at the Employment Law Center of Maryland, we file cases across the state under the Maryland Wage Payment and Collection Law. If you want to get in touch with a wage lawyer here, you can contact us on our website at www.elcmd.org or give us a call at 240-384-5705. At the Employment Law Center of Maryland, we sue bad bosses.